All right, everybody. Here we are again for another scintillating MTGO draft. Recurring Nightmare is nice if you can get it to work. Cryptic Man is quite good. Tried Genesis Wave last time, didn't really get me there. Martial Coup can be a bit of a bomb, but I think right here, committing hard to blue with Cryptic is okay. Not as dead is okay for the black deck, but there's nothing else really here that like strikes my fancy, and there's probably nothing coming on the wheel. Um, yeah, I like Cryptic Command here. We'll take it. So this deck has a lot more options, a lot more flexibility. Or sorry, this pack has a lot more options, flexibility. We've got two really good on-color duels. Delver, if you wanted to try to run that deck, but I'm not sure that that's strong enough here. Monastery Mentor is very good. So we could just push right into white-blue, although we won't get this duel back. We probably won't get either Gisela or Fiend. Oh, Fiend Hunter may come back. But is it better to stay on target and just take maybe Pact? I don't know. That's a tough decision. I'm sort of leaning towards Pact. It's another counterspell, which gives us a good control shell. But Monastery Mentor really works in the blue-white deck. I'm going to take Pact here. Another 5-drop in Cloudskate. Not too keen on that. Packrat could go some kind of a black-blue control type of deal. Packrat's really good. Do some tempo stuff. Although Riftwing is kind of a 2-drop if you suspend it for 3. I don't want to pass. I mean, Baleful Strix is also really good too because it replaces itself and then it's a removal spell in and of itself. So we're pushing into black with that already. But I think Packrat is just that much better. I'm going to take it. See where we go. So Skinrender or Languish. So obviously the blue's already drying up. I mean, Spellskate's there too, but Skinrender is quite good. Languish could also work pretty well. Skinrender kills a lot of stuff. Bone Shredder also kills a lot of stuff. Has Echo though. The other stuff isn't super exciting. I'm committing pretty hard to black-blue here, and I'm wishing I took the Strix. Hopefully it wheels. I wouldn't expect it to at this point. We might even be getting cut out of blue, which is, we've got heavy blue cards. We might be getting pushed into black here. Sure, that could work with Packrat. I could go with that. Go with some Drana here. Liliana Vest buried alive. Yeah, the blue is being cut pretty hard this way. So pack 2, we'll see some coming back our way, I think. But yeah. So are we reanimating? I don't think so. We haven't seen that yet. Abrupt Decay is nice. Phyrexian Rager is also okay, but I think Liliana for what she does. Could do it. So Manowar is still here. I think that's a good sign. I really quite like Manowar. I'm going to take it here and just try to keep going some sort of a black-blue control-y type shell. See what we can do. Wake Thrasher is excellent. Spell Color is quite good as well because it doesn't actually counter, it exiles the spell, so it can get over this, like it can take away Thrun and stuff like that. It's quite good, but I don't want to, it's still here. I'm just going to take the Wake Thrasher and stay on the path here. Probe and Old Man came back. Old Man just isn't that good. Dreadbore is still here. Genesis Wave still here. I think I'll just take the Probe, cycle it, draw a card, just to see what's going on with my opponent's hand. Delver still. Tundra came back and Monastery. Oh my god! Wow. I mean, we're pretty creature heavy right now, so Monastery Mentor doesn't get there, but I think taking Tundra here does keep us open. We're not a deck that wants Delver. As you can see, we've got only 3 like instances of sorcery. So I'm going to take the Tundra here. Do I take Glacial Fortress? And not casting Spectral Procession. So yeah, we'll take Glacial Fortress, and that leaves us open to a blue splash or a white splash at some point. Since you don't play the person in your pod, taking a Tarka doesn't make any sense here. Sure, Tech Edge. Sublime Archangel, yeah, why not? If we end up playing some kind of apparently white is super open. I probably should have taken the MTGO. Why do you suck so bad? Come on. Okay, stand there. Ojutai. I could splash Ojutai, animate dead, control magic, stroke of genius. Ojutai's pretty good. But we're already we're already pretty heavily into black mana symbols and blue mana symbols here, so I don't know. If Ojutai comes back, I might be able to get a splash going on. I think the pick here is control magic. Could be Shieldred. I actually just think I like control magic better here. Shieldred's maybe a little slower for pack ratting. I'm going to take it. Impulse is quite good too, but yeah, we're controlling. Control magicking. Thassa is nice. It's a nice pickup here. To scry away all my bad stuff. There's an Oblivion Ring. I mean, white just seems super open, but we're going to take Thassa here. There is not a lot of potential to turn her on, but the scry is nice and it works well in our shell. Bloodghast doesn't fit this deck. I'm trying to build some kind of a blue-black control built around a pack ratty type thing. Wake Thrasher, quite good. Quite problematic for a lot of decks here. Opposition. Opposition is a card that I want to take, especially with pack rats, if I can get a bunch of pack rats going. Profane Command, hard to see that go. Wharf Infiltrator can be it can be good against some decks, but in this cube it's like a lot of 1/1s, a lot of elves and stuff. It doesn't do as well. Nykthos could be a thing if it comes back with all the the devotion that I'm pushing with black here, but I'm going to take opposition. Opposition is just super good. Changer's Edict is okay. Badlands for the splash. Misty Rainforest gets Tundra. Doesn't really help us much. If I were to get a blue-black or a green-black land, like a Bayou or an Underground Sea, it would get that. Chainer's Edict. Could be good, could be bad. I don't have a lot of removal, really. Control Magic, Skin Render, Manowar bounces. Do I just want the Misty here for mana fixing? Yeah, I think I do. I'm going to do it. Wretched Confluence. Not quite as good as the blue one, which is what we want. Meloku's good. Spell Pierce is okay. Meloku works quite well with opposition. Tempted to take that. Wretched Confluence is okay. But I think Meloku is that much better with it when you've got opposition on the board. And Pack Rat? Oh, yeah. Alright, we're doing it. Disfigure is so-so. Kills elves. Doesn't kill much else. Stomping Ground would give me access via Misty to both green and red, but it doesn't. This one gets me access to black if I have a fetch that fetches it, but we don't. So seeing Elspeth here is crazy. Do I just take the Disfigure to signal on color? Could work. I mean, it's unlikely at this point that I'm going to go into either of these. I think I take the Disfigure. It's not a great pick, but we'll go with it. So blue-green, Edric is there. Edric is there, hey? Temple, far and away, hey? So I can unsummon, or I can cast far, or I can cast away. I don't really like that so much. I think I might just take Spectre because the random discard is actually quite good. So we'll do that. Disciple of Bolus doesn't do a lot in this deck. Scrubland adds super access to white. Like we can splash white in the third pack if we open something that's like a super bomb. No, I'm not doing that. So yeah, we'll take the Scrubland here. Butcherside came back, so maybe it's worth risking. I mean, Stroke of Genius is okay, but it's not great. And you know what? I'm just going to take Ojutine and see if the white splash opens up for us. Oblivion Ring is the only thing here. There's not much else going on, so the white splash may work. Entreat is just too expensive, too costly. So yeah. Abyssal Persecutor, Wharf Infiltrator. Maybe I take it now. I don't know. I don't see this deck wanting this, and Gideon is too expensive. So yeah, we'll throw the Wharf Infiltrator and see if he gets there. Here nothing, so why not Perforos? Well, Champion, I guess, is that's not the right thing. Perforos is the most powerful card here. So Lingering Souls, I can flash back. So let's get in there. Let's see. We've got a really good, decent white splash going on here. Looks like white was pretty open. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some work to make this one happen. We really want to focus on, so Lingering Souls works very well with opposition, so it may be that we want to trim down and get some fixing to get our black online here. So the Misty doesn't get Scrubland, but gets the Tundra, which helps us fix the white. And then we can open Sorin on the splash here makes dudes. Karn. So Sorin combos with opposition, but it also makes it tricky on our mana base. I mean, we have right now only two free blue splashes. Sorry, white splashes. No, we have 3 free white splashes. What should I should be saying here? So is Sorin my choice, or is Karn better? So there's a chance that Sorin wheels, but Sorin I think has more synergy with what we're trying to do here, and we have 0 ramp to get up to Karn. So I think and we have no mana rocks or anything either. So I actually think that and this is too mana intensive. So I think we take Sorin here and we actually try to angle into the white splash, into the triple white here. Bringing us more cards that do stuff. So Jace is good. Part of the Water Veil could be quite good in this deck with 2 Planeswalkers and opposition. Or maybe it's just night. You know what? Jace is quite good too, right? So we can cast an instant or sorcery from our graveyard. That means we could probe Disfigure, Cryptic. Cryptic Pact. Yeah, that's not very good. Jace doesn't do a lot with it, with what we got here. Into the Royal is quite good as well for a tempo card, and we do want something on the lower end. Creeping Tar Pit is also okay as a fixer and as a finisher in a sense. Ten creatures, 8 spells. Nighthawk is also very intensive to cast. It might actually be pretty tough to put this mana base together. I think I'm going to take Creeping Tar Pit and make sure that happens. Part of the Water Veil, hard to see that go, but yeah, I think this is what we're going to do here. So let's get that in here. Let's get that in here and see how this turns out. So what does this do? Nah, I don't think that's very good. In fact, I don't think any of these are very good. Verdant Catacombs gets me the Scrubland. And that's it. Mana Confluence could actually work really well in this deck as a fixer as well. Might just be straight up better. So we've got 4 white cards Yeah, I definitely think I need the mana confluence to make this mana base happen. Armageddon, Grey Merchant, not for this deck. Murderous Cut could work. Shambling Vent, also a fixer. Only issue is I don't like it when these come into play tapped so often. So I think I might take the Murderous Cut here. The Repeal. Actually, you know what? Looter is probably pretty good. It's got Shadow. Might be a better thing than the Infiltrator. We need a low drop. Murderous Cut, though, is removal, and we don't have a great deal of removal. We don't have a great deal of ways to interact with our opponent's board. I mean, I might not even play the Disfigure, right? Chances of Shambling Vent coming back are actually pretty high, I think. Do I want the Looter or do I want the removal? I think I want the Looter because it also combines with... you know what? I think I'm going to take the Murderous Cut. Bitter Blossom works very well with opposition. Blade Splicer also works quite well with opposition. Tidehold and Sculler is too hard to cast too early to do it. I think I'm just going to take the Blossom and find some way to get some life gain. Like Storm gets some life gain there. Drana does not give us life gain. We wanted the dude. Jace Beleren? I think I'm focusing on... Jace is a really good 3-drop, sorry. Bitter Blossom gets us there, though. Gets us some flyers to work with opposition. But I think I just want Jace. I'm going to try this. Let's see if this works. Preordain is still here. I'm going to take that. I don't see any reason not to. I can splash the Sphinx's Rev to gain some life and draw some cards, but I think I need to fix my mana more than anything, and Preordain is going to help me do that. I don't have enough to splash the land text, so I'll do that. We got nothing here. Soulfire Grandmaster to give our spells that don't do damage lifelink. Fantastic. Far from casting Bolas. Red. Yes, very far from casting Bolas, but it is the most likely one that we could cast. So, what's this thing do? Tap 4 permanents. It's fine. Hallowed Fountain is probably the choice here. Time Warp. Crap. No, I think my mana base really needs some attention here, and Hallowed Fountain is going to get us to what we want to be doing. So this looks like the wheel. It is indeed. We don't need any of these. Sure. Part of the Water Veil came back. I can't say no to that this time. That's pretty nuts. Windburst Hike is something that I would do. Seagate Oracle can really help us. So yeah, we'll take that at this point. We're going to be forced to splash some white. Looter came back, so yeah. Sculler, should you get over there? So I don't think I want to play Disfigure. Drowsy Monument might actually get sided in. Mystic Snake I can't cast reliably. This is going to be interesting. The mana is going to be pretty dicey with, Cryptic is going to be hard to cast. Gravecrawler, yeah, get in there. Get in the sideboard. You're never coming out. You don't do anything for me. Kind of surprised Part of the Water Veil came back, but I'm also kind of happy. That's a nice wheel. So got to cut 2 from this. You got a lot of spells. And I think my creature count is kind of low for opposition, but we do have ways to make dudes, like Lingering Souls. Control Magic steals a dude. Moloku makes dudes. So I can't really cut Wharf Infiltrator. I could cut Probe. I don't think I'm doing that here. Got a 24. Cut one more. Oblivion Ring? Oblivion Ring is very good, though. Thassa is at times a dude, but not that often. The Scry one will help me fix my mana, so I'm going to keep hanging on to that. Spectre or Drana? Spectre or Drana, both double. Skin Render? Skin Render is removal, so I kind of want that. So we get 4 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So we get a free splash off this stuff here. Is it Bitter Blossom? Am I playing with fire? Am I playing with that because I'm not aggressive enough? Works very well with opposition, but slow as well. So we're gonna deck build when this guy finally picks his last card. Alright, so we gotta cut 1 card. How is this looking anyway? So we actually don't have that many black cards. We've got a lot more blue cards. So let's see. So we got black, blue, white, blue, white, blue, white, blue. Misty gets Tundra, Hallowed Fountain. And then we got Scrubland here, right? So right now we've got, let's see here, 2 sources of black, 1, 2, 3, 4 sources of white, 5 sources of white, 3 sources of black, and then if this counts to get white, we've got 6 sources of white. This doesn't get us any black mana though, so I'm tempted to not run it at this point. Well, it does get us blue as well, so it gets us the Tundra or the Hallowed Fountain, which is actually pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got room for 10 more. We got to cut 1 card over here too. So I'm tempted to cut one of these double black cards. Like maybe Hypnotic Spectre doesn't make the cut. Maybe Skinrender doesn't make the cut. Maybe Liliana is not the one. Sort by cost after this. So we've got to fit in. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources. So I want 5 more blue sources for sure. And then is it just 5 swamps? Because it's like 1, 2, 3, 8. 8 swamps. So is it 5 and 5 that I want? So no, you're wrong, MTGO. You're super wrong. So we got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 blue sources. I think one of these double blacks has to go. You know, it's hard to say. Drana is 2/3 flying first strike, so better than Hippie. Skinrender maybe just doesn't do enough. I know I picked it early, but it just might have to board it in for something else. So we're going to take out Skinrender and then sort by CMC. I got a nice curve here at 3. I'm worried about my mana base. I've got 11 sources of blue, 8 sources of black. Do I need to bump my sources of black because I can pack rat more? I think 8 is okay. We want our blue very early and our black early as well. White can splash in at some point. Flashback Lingering Souls, that's good. So we've got enough sources of white there. So I kind of think this is good enough. It might lose just by having lack of creatures, but we'll see. We'll see if we get enough going in the early game to get us there. So yeah, we're gonna get on to round 1.